Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about my top 3 favorite national parks. So I have to be a bit biased. I am West Coast based, where we do have most of the national parks, but I don't have to be biased. And I have props to explain what the big draws to each national park are. So first, let's start with the Petzl Ice Axe. Because you can probably guess, Ice Axe means mountain climbing, which really only leaves 2 or 3 national parks in the country. But the one I'm going with is Mount Rainier National Park. Because it is a beautiful national park, because you can climb Mount Rainier, which is a beautiful mountain, and you need an ice axe for that. Sure, you can go to Denali, but that's a lot scary mountain, and you have to travel further, but Mount Rainier is a super easy national park to get to, super beautiful, lots of hiking, and you have the add bonus of some more technical mountaineering to climb the summit, which is why you have the ice axe. Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2, we are going with the hiking boot. Mainly because I cannot fit a raft in here, but it's Glacier National Park, because it is a beautiful national park in Montana. I should probably said Mount Rainier National Park is in Washington. Glacier is in Montana, and it's a beautiful national park. There are lots of trees, rivers all over, great river rafting, and a ton of beautiful hiking. You can go up the Road to the Sun Highway and then hike off that top. Absolutely beautiful. You more than likely will see some goats, maybe some bears, and a ton of other animals, and it just had some of the best views I've ever seen. Some nice rivers, lots of good forests. It's just a super cool national park, and that's why it's number 2 on my list. Now, my number 1 national park, you can probably guess by the fact that I do have a quick draw. It is Yosemite National Park, because its biggest draw is for its climbers. It's in California, and it is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been on Earth, because it's just that spectacular. It's hard to describe the beauty of Yosemite until you've seen it, and more importantly, until you have to experience it. Seeing pictures of it don't do it justice, because you go through a tunnel, and then it just opens up, and you see the faces of El Capitan, Half Dome, just see all these massive mountains in the valley, which are amazing. And then when you're standing in the valley, you're just looking up at these great shots of beautiful mountains. And then when you're not in the valley but on the side of it, there's some awesome hiking trails that you can go to, which will take you out where you have great views of Half Dome and El Capitan. And some of them let you get basically out where you can look down and you're seeing a 1,000-foot drop, and you're literally on the edge. It is probably the sketchiest national park I've been to, just because there's no safety whatsoever. I was standing on the edge of a 1,000-foot drop, nothing near me, on a ledge. It was absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it's not the safest national park in the world, but it's the coolest one. There's no beating it, and you will see wildlife there. You'll see wildlife at all the national parks, but Yosemite, you see some really cool things. And the rock climbing there is out of this world, best in the world. The sheer scale of everything. Really, no national park, no matter how hard they try, will ever top Yosemite, and that's why it's number 1 on my list. And I know this is a very biased view because I've never been to Zion, so Zion is great. Never been there, never seen the Tetons. I'm not sure there's a national park there, but I haven't seen some of the other really good national parks. So this list may be a bit biased, but it'll be hard for anything to top Yosemite. But Mount Rainier National Park could get bumped out of the list, but Glacier is absolutely beautiful. It'd be hard to get bumped out of the list. But thank you for listening, and hopefully you go visit those national parks. And please subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye.